Hey, good evening. Welcome. Sunday night. Every Sunday night we do a review. Usually it is Keisha, Dwayne, and myself doing the show. Tonight we have a special guest. Nicole is joining us. What's up, Nicole?
Hey, what's going on?
I don't know. You tell me. How's everything going on with you? How's your mentals and all that good stuff?
Just trying to balance everything. I'm good though. I'm good.
That's what's up.
Relaxing. Yeah,
So,
so I am not Keisha and I am not Dwayne. So
okay, okay. So, so
they're like, who is that?
yeah. When they be like, "Who that? Who? She knew or something?" Nah, she's not new. She's always comes, always slides in, always strides through, always in the comments, always very supportive of the platform, and I truly appreciate her. Power Book 2, Season 3, Episode 4. Well, since Nicole, since you haven't been here, and I know you've been in the comments,
Hmm.
tell us about what you think of episodes 1 through 3, real quick.
I've been enjoying them. Honestly, it's a total turnaround from last season. Last season had me a little disappointed. And I know even with some of the some of the ratings, I try to start out a little. I don't want to give it too much,
Okay, Dwayne.
but huh?
That's what Dwayne says. The same thing too.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm hoping it's gonna be a build up, so it's even better. But I
Hmm.
say, it's been 7.5. It's been pretty good. Some of the twists and turns I'm enjoying. I do like how Kane is pretty much, he's trying to take over. He's letting them know, look, I'm not no dumb cat. I know what I'm doing. Um, Diana, she's still trying to feel her way. Um, you know,
Diana looking for purpose.
she's at school now, and it's a little bit different from her. But her and Monet, that's just another whole situation. Even with this episode, um, but as far as I don't want to go too far ahead of myself. But as far as the last couple of episodes, I've really enjoyed them.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's been the sentiment between Keisha, Dwayne, and myself, and a bunch of people in the chat as well as yourself. Is that they've been on top of their game in the first 3 episodes, and we're gonna segue that into episode 4. Detective Whitman, he's out of there. He was he got a little too close, and Monet had a plan, which surprised me that she decided to kill him. I didn't think that was gonna be the angle. I thought like she fooled everybody else. We're just gonna
Mhm.
get him for harassment, but she decided to cut that line short and not have nothing hanging out there. So I believe that we seen a different side of Monet. Like really when it comes to her, is she's cut and dry. It's either black or white. There's no in between. She don't leave witnesses. She just get right to it, which I appreciate. I really like this episode, Nicole. It's funny when you look at this episode because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with the writers over the break that they took, but I must say for the first 4 episodes, they really doing their thing, and they
Yeah.
reset the show, and the show is actually this might be the best season that they've had. Like even these 4 episodes is better than the other 20 episodes that they had of this series. Like
And that's sad. That is very sad. But hey, keep on doing what you're doing because I'm like, okay. It's kind of back like when the first one came out and you're like, okay, I gotta see this early, I want to know what's going on kind of thing. The other ones was like, it'll come
and,
on.
and that was the thing about when they decided to throw it on the app on Fridays. Dwayne has said to me, like, I don't know if they should make this move. Like BMF and a couple other shows have been going to their apps on Fridays, but I
Mm.
think it was strategic. I think it was kind of smart. Really, really good. Really. So Tariq, we see Tariq finally got a car.
That BMW thing, I was like, what?
So
But
so
yeah,
so, so now he finally got a car, and
and it's
I,
nice. It
yeah,
was. place. I was
Follow
like,
through.
okay.
Poor, she doing his numbers. How you feel about the whole drug operation and you like where they're going with it with the Wall Street angle and cups and working
They're
from
smart.
home.
They're very smart with it because of course, everybody's drinking tea or coffee in the morning because especially if you are Wall
Or at
Street.
night.
Yeah, but you gotta keep going,
Yeah.
keep going. So that perks you up. So who's gonna think, okay, you're gonna have something in the bottom, taped to the bottom of your cup, kind of thing. I do like the role Effie is playing, and she's kind of take charge kind of thing too. But the only thing that bothers me, like, why wouldn't you deny it? Like when Kane was coming to her, like, oh yeah, I heard. I'd be like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, one thing is that I did notice, and Dwayne said something to me about it when we were talking the other day. Is that you could tell how this episode showed a different side of Kane. First 3 episodes, we saw Kane take more of a forefront, be the leader, and then when they had the shootout, and basically Lorenzo pushed him out the way and saved his life.
Mm-hmm.
He said like, "Yo, I could have been out of there." So we seen the side of Kane like, "Yo, people really do care about me." I always say that Kane, the way that his character's set up is that he always tries to prove himself to the family. And you even seen that when he was, at the bar with the girl, and Effie called, he told her to scream.
Get out of here.
He
Get
told her
out
to,
of here.
he thought it was like a booty call, like, nah, you got to go because I got this other thing coming through.
Yeah, he's
And
wanting Effie hard. He
yeah,
wants her.
but he has like a soft spot for Effie. I guess he sees that she's about that life. I wish they dealt with the ages a little bit different to see how much older is Kane compared to Effie and Diana. But I'm surprised that they're playing that role with Lauren and Effie, and I was even so shocked when I said it a couple episodes. I thought they was gonna wait to bring Lauren back, and just now she's back, and you see that Sax got that phone number. He
Yeah,
looked at that other phone. He looked at
yeah.
the bat phone when Jenny had walked away, and
But
we all know Sax. We all
one
know
thing when you
Sax. He
talk about
knows
the
he.
age, when you're talking about the age, once you get to a certain age, it really is not that, it doesn't really matter a whole lot.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it
saying?
doesn't it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But Zeke was 40 years old in college, so
I know.
or the
Like make it
basketball team.
make it a little bit believable,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
I get you.
So I thought that was interesting, and I thought it was interesting how Tariq was able, and he didn't even try. Tate volunteered the information to Tariq that Blanca got a case she's trying to
Mm,
build against the Tejadas. So see now Tariq knows, and it's amazing. Even with the drugs and everything they got going on and the guns, Tariq know that the heat is on them.
mhm.
So I see how he has insulated himself. Tariq really cannot go to jail unless one of them tell on him
Pretty
because
much.
he's never gonna be around certain stuff. He ain't gonna be there bagging it up like Effie had those dudes there bagging up. Big man messed up the coffee and messed up the weight.
Exactly. But you see how in one scene he was just overlooking everything,
Yeah,
seeing emotions of everything.
he was he was at the Western Holdings looking at the operation.
Like a boss.
So let me ask you, how you think about his relationship with RSJ and what they're gonna do with that?
Mm, now that I am not sure how they're gonna
I'm
play.
intrigued. I'm intrigued by RSJ. I'm intrigued by the actor that plays him. I think
Mm,
that they bringing him in as a someone that could probably mold and mentor Tariq in a different aspect of what they want to do with the character. I thought it was interesting that he said like in my inheritance, in my trust, the property that was for the Queens project is sitting on the land that he wants, and Tariq could
yeah.
finagle that out. So I thought that was interesting, and I want to see where it goes. I really like what they trying to do with that.
And I think he's kind of like,
Someone said in the
looks like
chat,
he's trying to,
RSJ is his way out.
it might be, but it looks like he's like taking him under his wing a little bit, because, of course he sees them, playing Tariq as a pawn. but sometimes you can, of course, turn that into, your benefit as far as, that's concerned. Um, but yeah, to just
What you
even him
saying?
getting him back was, it showed, okay, yeah, Tariq, he might have a little something with him.
Yeah, I hope that RSJ comes in and tells Braden's uncle, like, look, I want to do a whole bunch of stuff with your company, help me invest money, but I want to deal exclusively with Tariq. Because
Yeah.
I kind of like the uncle, don't get me wrong, I think the uncle respects Braden and Tariq, but he looks at them as they little kids. Like they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They just here trying to get their feet wet. And they're a lot smarter than most people. I was shocked that Braden doing this gun deal like this. Even though he taking for the team and all that, but he went up there and they basically they basically put themselves in a bad situation. The dude was an undercover cop. He took pictures of him, and then the Tejadas basically killed him or shot him. And
No, I think he was a CI, right?
yeah, so
This-
same difference. He took pictures.
That's true. But the thing is that what kind of rubbed me the wrong way is like, I understand you need your money and stuff like that, but you gonna sell to white supremacists?
I
Like,
thought,
oh,
well,
well, it's not in our area, but who's to say it won't come to your area?
I,
You
I
know what
thought
I'm
that
saying?
I thought that angle was a bit much, to be honest with you. And they throw a little bit of politically crazy lines in the
Yeah.
show, but I think that's a bit much. I mean, for most people that I know that used to live that type of lifestyle, business is business, and they wouldn't care who they sold it to. I just know that I don't think that I personally don't think that if you're doing moving a certain way, you're not going to go outside your comfort zone. And you already knew that Lorenz Tejada was like, nah, guns a whole different level because he know. Some
Mhm.
people know when you're dealing with certain things, like when you're dealing with guns, it's a different level. You're dealing with this, it's a different level. So I thought that was interesting. And Blanca is hot on their ass, like she want them. How do you think Blanca? Tell me what you think about Blanca's facial expression once she saw Sax come around that corner.
She was pissed. she like what? Because he done screwed over already. So it's just like, really?
I'm surprised that and Jenny calls Sax her CI, which is interesting because Sax's whole thing was he don't want to lose his law license. His law license is under the gun. Sax is looking for dirt on Davis, and at the end of the day,
Mhm.
Davis, I won't even say Davis is a lawyer. The lawyers know certain things that has lawyer client confidentiality, but I think that they're barking up the wrong tree with Davis, and hopefully they show it that Davis might be a little bit slicker than he's been letting on this season. He seems like he's a step off. Dwayne was mentioning that the other week,
Yeah, because
and
he got the book smarts and the street smarts.
yeah,
So yeah,
and for the ladies, he got the looks, huh?
hey, I ain't mad at it. Sure enough. But anyway.
So what else? What else did you like about it? I thought they was gonna show more of Noma. They only showed her that one episode. She ain't been back. Her henchman has basically been there.
um, she'll probably be back later on, but they know who not to mess with. Like they
No,
know she
Noma
is.
Noma want to know where her ring. Who sold the ring? Whoever got the ring is how they killed Mecca, yo. Oh, supporting gaming said what up? What up, supporting gaming?
Hey.
He threw something down. I'm gonna let you just respond to this, Nicole. I'm gonna put it on the screen. Kill Drew.
Yeah, let me tell you. First when they was doing the little they had to surprise her with the little mural of
Zeke.
Zeke. And then, he's like, yeah, get it. You heard him. Get in your car. Like, calm down. Like, you just sit back. But then him and the other dude, like, some things I'm like, okay, we could fast forward.
I
But
mean, that has always been one of the biggest things, and a lot of people gave 50 and Courtney a lot of credit the first couple seasons of Power with never having those type of scenes in their shows. They would always have sexual scenes, but never anything that would be of the alphabet community scenes. However, we see a lot of scenes where Drew is in. It's like, oh, Did you have to make that scene? Some people like that stuff. I mean, to each his own, I guess, or as people would
Mhm.
say, what you eat don't make me shit. But still, at the
That
end of the
was
day,
that was unnecessary, honestly. I mean, you could just
Ratchet Studios, we appreciate you tuning in to just our reviews. You should watch because actually season 3 Ratchet Studios has been better than season 1 and 2 combined. It's funny.
yeah,
The
it's a
the
lot
writers
better.
really have gotten their shit together. Um, they've been responding. They've been doing what they had to do. What's up, Alvin? What's going on? Appreciate you.
But it just seems like this one is more put together.
Yeah, Tate couldn't get revenge on Ghost in the past, so he gets revenge by using Tariq. No, he told Tariq, "Give me that money, little nigga."
Exactly. Exactly. Go ahead and click on that link.
Click that link, little bro. Send that over to me. But see, the funniest thing is that Tate thought he was playing Tariq in that scene, but in all actuality, he was giving Tariq information that Tariq didn't
Information.
know, and that was one of the things that, and I said it did last week, that Tariq is becoming what we would say baby Ghost. That's one of the things that Ghost used to his advantage. He didn't do a lot of talking, and he got a lot of
Hmm.
information because people wound up running off with their mouth, saying things that they shouldn't be saying. So now we know
Exactly.
that, like I said, Tariq knows that Blanca. So Tariq should be worried.
Hmm.
Tariq should be worried.
Yeah.
Alvin said he's not surprised that Kevin Whitman died. I was shocked that Whitman died. I thought that was a
I
different
thought
twist.
they was just gonna set him up to be like, oh, you got your hand caught in the cookie jar kind of thing. I didn't think they was gonna get rid of him. But you know, at least that's one less person they gotta worry about. But I mean, of course it's gonna be some kind of investigation. It has to be. Um,
I mean, once they find out that he's dead, Blanca and Jenny is gonna get involved. Like, hold up, she killed him. Like, this wasn't. They know that even though he was a little overzealous, he wasn't the type of cop to break in nobody's house. Like, that's a little far fetched.
but you never know. When people they get their back against the wall, you never know what people will do.
So she found the partial. She got the police report, which is interesting. I thought it was a little crazy because the police report could have led to an arrest if it's a partial print that Lorenzo
Hmm.
Tejada was there, which he shot him out the car. How was the partial print? Where did partial print come from? On the bullet fragment? Yeah, that's the only way it could have come from. But the fragment, that's a whole nother thing that sometimes
Yeah.
we be thinking too much. But let me ask you. So now she knows that Lorenzo's partial is there. What you think? She gonna be nervous of Lorenzo or be like,
Mm-mm. No, she wants revenge. She wants revenge. And she's gonna be thinking it out methodically as far as how she's gonna get revenge on him. But I think a lot of times some people want you kind of know, but then you just want that extra information that you can you could lay out everything on the table like, look, I know it was you, because people are gonna deny it regardless. So then you want to have everything lined up, your ducks in a row, line up to say, okay, yeah, it was you.
supporting Gaming said if Tariq is becoming baby ghost, then when is Braden gonna man up? He also got a prediction. He said, also I have a prediction. Braden's first body will be the CI from the gun deal. He will kill him at the hospital with Kane watching him to do it. The trail looks like B is at the hospital. I don't know about that.
Not sure about that one.
That CI might be under DEA protection now.
Possibly.
But it's definitely an interesting take.
But that's so funny, as far as Braden, because Braden, he wants to be a part of the game, but he's like Effie's more hard than
He ain't no he
smarter
ain't
than
no
he
killer.
is.
He ain't no killer, but
He
don't
ain't no
test him.
killer. But he'll hustle. He'll try to hustle, but he ain't gonna kill nobody.
Yeah,
So
he definitely. I think before the season, this season, the way that this season's going, he's gonna have to kill somebody because at the end of the day, he's gonna get put in a situation. Or we don't know that Kane is going. We don't think Braden is gonna get killed off the season, but off the series. But Kane is on his ass. He better commit a murder. Kane know Tariq will kill. He know Effie will kill. He need to
mhm.
know that Braden will kill. No, and eventually he'll kill somebody.
Well, we shall see. We shall see. And that's what I like about this season. It's just like you never know what can happen. And like the other season, you like, okay, yeah, you pretty much kind of figured everything out. Or it just wasn't adding up. But like you said, I don't know who the writers are this time, but they must be steady with it because everything was so broken up before. And now everything is like lining up in
Yeah,
place.
each episode complements the last episode.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
that's
feel
how it
like
should be.
okay, this coming Friday. You intended to follow up with the CI getting shot and all this, and then next week they just talking about Diana in school. You're gonna be like,
Exactly. And you have to wait another episode. And then finally, about the third episode after that, then you might find out something. Like, I didn't like the way it worked out last
yeah,
season.
yeah.
So,
So as we always do, Nicole, scale of
hmm.
1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest.
um, can't make it to jail.
You guys in the chat, scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. Give us a rating for this episode.
I'm gonna still say 7.5. I still want more. Maybe that's
Still
me
want
being
more.
greedy. But I don't want to give it like eights and nines, and then I'm disappointed next week. So I'm gonna say
It's like the scene from Devil's Advocate. Look, don't touch. Touch, don't taste. Taste, don't swallow.
right. So
You want more? You talking about 7.5? You want more?
yeah, I'm gonna do
I mean,
seven point
I
five.
gave it an 8, man. You know, I gave the first couple episodes 8, and I'm just gonna stick at this 8 is there. I mean, I don't think they did anything to lower. I don't think episode
True,
4 was
true.
worse than episode 3, 2, and 1. I think they just been steady, really, really good. Storylines is good, plot is good, cinematography is just excellent. Tariq finally having a car. They knew that. See, one thing about the writers of Power, people involved with Power, is they do listen to the fans.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
that
they
was a
knew that
bit
we was
much
getting
how.
tired. We was getting tired of Tariq walking. And if you notice, Tariq's dress code has changed too. He's
Mm-hmm.
a little bit more stylish. He's not dressing more like a little boy, maybe because he's working at Weston Holdings. So you're gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it an 8.
No,
Support and gave it
I said 7.5. 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah,
Support and gave it said 8 out of 12.
we get 12 from.
8 out of 12 is only a 7.5 when you look at averages 75%. So, you know,
But it's still not bad.
no, it's not bad.
I didn't hear
So
anybody who didn't like it, so that's good.
So what did you think about what do you think now I'm glad you're here in the place of Keisha and Dwayne because they couldn't come today, and you're a young lady. So I need to ask this question because I wanted to ask Keisha this last week, but I forgot, and then she didn't come through. She had some
Mm.
stuff she had to do. The relationship of Diana and Monet, is that real mother and daughter relationship, or
It
that's just TV
depends.
stuff?
It
Okay.
depends. It depends on how people are brought up and things like that. Um, like for instance, when I was younger, like high school, it was high and by. Then I went off to college, and me and my mother talking like every day about nothing. Like you
Yeah.
talk about Sunday. Oh well, who preached? Oh, well, what did you wear? Just simple stuff. Silly stuff. But that is strange. Like their relationship is crazy because even like when Monet came to her and she's like, oh yeah, I was stressed out because I was grieving. Is that what you want to hear? Like what kind of apology is that? Like, wait a minute. And I like the way she called out, like, oh, now you want me to do something for you.
What about the way she hit her?
Yeah, that was a long time coming. She said, "Say less." I got it.
Yeah, she said, "Say less," and then this cop to put blood in their mouth, as we would say.
Yo,
I thought that was interesting, but I noticed something about Lorenzo and Kane. They have a unique family dynamic because even Lorenzo and Kane, after that shootout, Kane was a little emotional, and it was like, I got you. It wasn't more like they have no relationship outside of what we seen. You never heard of a backstory of growing up. This
Mm,
your son. You just in the life as he's playing. Did one of them play sports or whatever? Like, and this is the one that's named after you. For those that don't know, Kane's nickname is Kane. He's actually Lorenzo Tyler Jr.
mm,
And thinking about Diana and Monet, it's like their relationship is like strange. It's
it is.
weird. It's weird where they're going. Like, Diana's in college. You should be happy that your baby, one of your kids, you said Zeke, who's your son, was your way out. You didn't want no part of the game. Y'all was gonna get
Mhm.
a way out of the game. So now you see Diana going to college. You should be happy for your baby that she wants to break
Exactly.
away from the streets, and she's not really street. That
Hmm.
she wants another way. It's just very odd and interesting how it goes. Supporting Gamer said, I called Diana hit Monet in the way I expected.
Yeah, but
Alvin said Monet tells Lorenzo to get out of New York, and there was a funeral. Might be Lorenzo because Zeke might have been off screen. It was implied. Oh, you're talking about the next episode.
um,
Now, if I was Lorenzo, I would have held a grudge against Kane for having me jumped.
well, he had Kane jump, so it was
Well,
give
he
and
had
take.
Kane jump because Kane puffed up at Monet,
I mean, I get that, but still, you had your son beat up, so
and he had his
all
other
is
son
fair.
beat up, Drew too.
All is fair, love and war. Like it is what it is. But
So
what I want to know is what's gonna happen when Monet finds out that she's running for the father. Like, cause he brought her the drugs over. She's like, look, I thought this was just a one time thing,
I think that's going to be a major issue.
and that really bothers me how he plays on her because she's a daddy's girl. And she wants to do anything to make her daddy happy and all that other kind of stuff. But you gonna play her like that, like, oh, family first, you know.
Yeah.
So
I think that is an interesting take. I think it's gonna the story's gonna continue to unfold right before our eyes. The writers have done a good job of setting up the table,
yeah.
as they say. And now we're gonna see how everything comes into fruition. But we ain't gonna delay this no longer. You gave it a 7.5. I gave it an 8. I should have asked Dwayne and Keisha what their rating would have been, but that was my bad. So, like I said, you guys in the chat, appreciate you guys for joining us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. The best way to support the channel is to support the channel. Any final words, Nicole?
No, I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen going further. Um, I think Lorenzo he's gonna hang around a little bit longer. Like I said, I think Monet is gonna make sure she has all of her information before she brings it to him.
Yeah.
But
And Monet got one ally that's unequivocally on her side. She know who it is. It's Tariq St. Patrick. That's her boy. That's her
yeah,
boy.
that is
With
true.
that, appreciate you guys in the chat. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next
Next Sunday.
Sunday,
Well,
9
you might not
p.m.
see me, but definitely I'll be in there trying to type fast and try to get my little comments in.
Remember, you guys, best way to support is to support. See you guys next week.